Hi. Is there anybody out there? Hello, hello, hello. Anybody out there in Facebook land? Facebook land. Oh, there's one person. Hi. If you are here, please post a comment just so I know that you're here. Oh, there's Bill. Hi, Bill. Hi. It's always a joy to see you here and present and hanging out. And Shauna and Tanya and Lupita. Hola, Lupita, ¿cómo estás, chiquita? Nancy is here and Sharon is here. Sharon in Tucson and Nancy Rose Ortenberg. Hello. And happy Hanukkah to everybody who celebrates Hanukkah. Yeah, you see, I got that thing going on. See, like when you're born Jewish, you're born with an extra thing in your throat to be able to do ha. I've been teaching Jeff, my husband, the Barucha for the menorah. Actually, I've been teaching him for the past 12 years, and he's got the ha down pretty good. Oh, you know why you don't see the others? Okay, so I'm on StreamYard right now, and StreamYard is a platform that I can go live in eight different places at once. So right now, I am live on my personal Facebook page, my business Facebook page, the CYL Online Soul Fest page, the CYL Soul Tribe page, the Celebrate Your Life fan page. We're on YouTube, and we're also, I think, in the International Women's Summit group. So we're in like a million different places at once. Oh, Tanya, hilarious. Exactly, hilarious. So tonight's the 7th night of Hanukkah. And I have to tell you, it's gone so quickly. And I'm the kind of Jewish woman that likes to celebrate both Hanukkah and Christmas. So we call it Christmaka in our house because I have what is known as, I guess I could call it's a Christmas tree. And I really love having a Christmas tree. It's all like flocked with stuff on it, which I think was a mistake. I really didn't know about buying a Christmas tree, and I went and bought one at Walmart. Last year it was on display, and I decided at the last minute, I want a Christmas tree. And so I bought one that was flocked. And so it's got these little white things on them. And they're like little white, I wish I could take this in there to show you. I'm working out of my house these days, and it's got these little white balls on it. And so the minute you touch it or put it in the box or take it out of the box, all these little white balls just go ching, 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 ching all over the floor. And had I known that was going to happen, I wouldn't have gotten one that was all flocked and pretty, but it is kind of fun. So we've got that with white lights on it and blue and silver ornaments. And, you know, I know that things are really challenging right now. I get it. And it's interesting because a friend of mine, it looks like snow, and it makes me feel even colder than I am right now. You know, I know that a lot of challenging things are going on right now. And a friend of mine just lost what she calls her second mom in her life. And her partner lost his father, and they both lost they're elderly, and they were living in care homes. I mean, it's just so interesting. It was like a day apart. So her boyfriend lost his dad to COVID, and she lost like her second mom to COVID as well. They were in a nursing home. And I think what has been so challenging is that we've got this thing going on in the world right now. We've got this thing called COVID, and tensions are high, and staying balanced is, I think, a little bit more challenging than normal. But then we've got those other life things that are happening. Now, of course, in these instances, these two elderly loved ones did transition because somebody came into their nursing home with COVID. But it just felt, and she was describing this to me, and I really get it. it just felt so much bigger because of the other pressures that we have going on. So someone had said to me the other day, I just wish 2020 would be over with already. Well, it's not that it's just about 2020. It's about the things that are compiled on top of the stressors that we already have. Because normally we could navigate these things like, the passing of, like, you all know that I just recently lost Puck. Puck is our 15-year-old beautiful 4-legged boy that transitioned into spirit. We assisted him with that, our kitty. And it feels bigger because I think of all the other stuff that's going on. So just keep that in mind as you're starting to walk through the holidays, as you're starting to, then the holidays feel that much more, I think, intense right now because we've got this added thing, because we're being isolated. What I would highly, highly recommend is become a little bit more involved with doing some Zoom calls and Zoom connections, or make sure, in our Soul Fest, we have a fantastic community going on this in the CYL Online Soul Fest. Reach out if you need some extra support. Say, hey, who feels like jumping on Zoom or talking or something? It's a good opportunity to kind of go beyond what you normally do in your life. And we're being pushed. We're being pushed, to the limit. We're being pushed. And this is the time that all of the teachings that we've been doing for 25 years at CYL, at Celebrate Your Life, this is the time when we have to take all of those teachings and really utilize them. They no longer become teachings. They become putting these things into practice, right? This is our practice. My meditation practice has gotten a lot deeper, especially the past few weeks. It's gotten deeper. I'm going deeper. I'm going into a deeper place, which now I'm going to start to talk about what I came to talk about. So what I'm going to do today is I want to talk a little bit about the book of the month. We have a Celebrate Your Life book club. For those of you that don't know about it, we've got a Celebrate Your Life book club that has been going on. It's totally free. We've been doing this since March. And we pick one book a month. And at the end of the month, so we all read the book together. And then at the end of the month, we have the author come in and answer questions. And I know there are so few other book clubs out there that are doing this. So we really have the privilege of having access to all of these amazing speakers and authors. So we've had Elizabeth Gilbert and Rob Bell and Greg Braden and Sonia Choquette and Bruce Lipton. So, I mean, the list just goes on. So we've been reading books this entire month, past several months. And at the beginning of the month, we announce the book. And then throughout the month, we talk about it. So, and Tanya and Janice, I'm sort of throwing this one at you very last minute. If you would just post for everyone the link where people can sign up just to get notices about the book club, just in case you don't hear me announce it on Facebook. I send out an email every month and to let everybody know what the book of the month is and what date to reserve when the author is coming in to do a conversation. It's totally free, you guys. And so we just send you emails about the book club. So if you guys would just go ahead and place that URL in the comment area for those of you that aren't signed up for the book club and who want to sign up for it, just so you're staying connected to us, or you will notice it in the CYL Online Soul Fest group. So I have a place marker here. So this month we have selected Don Miguel Ruiz's latest book. Now you all know Don Miguel from writing the 4 Agreements. And here's and before I introduce this next book, and actually everybody knows what it is. This is the book that we've been reading. All right, by Don Miguel. And so Tanya's posting, if those of you are not signed up for the book club and you want to get signed up so you have notices, just go ahead and do that. So this is the book that we selected, and it's called The Actor and How to Live an Authentic Life. And here's what I absolutely love about Don Miguel is, if some of you read the 4 Agreements, and it was a small book. And in this small book, with very few words, he impacted millions and millions of people's lives all across the world, because he says it in such a beautiful, concise way that boom, we get it immediately. I mean, how many of you have read the Four Agreements? And you got it right away. And I think Janice is posting a link to if you want to purchase this book. I think it's like $8.95 on Amazon, you guys. That's what I paid for it. $8.95 on Amazon right now. And I would highly, 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 highly recommend it. I haven't finished the whole thing, but what I'm reading so far is I absolutely love it. But what I love about Don Miguel is that he uses so few words to get to the point, and you're like, oh my goddess, it's like the biggest aha moments. I mean, if you think about the Four Agreements, it was so simple and it was so easily stated in these Four Agreements, right? And the Four Agreements, I cannot remember all. Don't make assumptions. Don't take anything personally. Oh, Janice, you've got it on your shirt that you're wearing today. If you want to post all Four Agreements. But in those Four Agreements, people's lives were like, boom, immediately changed. There were like thousands and thousands of chat groups all across the world studying his work, even to this day, studying the Four Agreements and practicing the Four Agreements. So, oh, good, Bill, you've got it right there. So in this book, it's the same thing. And you can see it's not a big book. All right. And I've got a couple of things dog-eared that I want to kind of share with you today, but be impeccable with your word. Exactly. And then don't take anything personally. And again, I can't remember the other two right now off the top of my head, but he's done the same thing in this book. It is marvelous. It is a wonderful book. And I want to read a couple of things to you in it. It's not my business what you think of me. Exactly. I love that one, Janice. So what I love about, okay, hold on. I need to take a couple sips of water. Hold on. I totally resonate with this book because he is comparing the life of an artist, the life of an actor, to how we play out in real life. Now, you all know that I was a former professional actress for many years. And I completely relate to everything he's saying in here, because he takes what an actor goes through in preparation for auditioning, in preparation for a role, the scripts that we need to read, the roles that we're playing. And he uses it as like an example for real life experiences. So again, it's like $8.95 on Amazon, and Don Miguel's going to be with us at the end of the month. And I'll let everybody know if you sign up for the list. I mean, I'll post it on Facebook, but he'll be with us at the end of the month. So make sure and pick this up so you can be prepared. And it's a quick, easy read. So I wanted to read something to you, and now I lost my place. La, 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 la. Oh, and I love it. He talks about the actor's voice and that, and oh, it just really resonates for me. So, oh, here we go. Okay. Today, and so all of these teachings are from his mystery school. And that's the other thing I love about it. They're all from a series of the mystery school teachings. So he talks about, today we focused on the art of the spoken word. How do you choose words? Do you say what you mean and mean what you say? So do you say what you mean and mean what you say? Words are the tools of your trade. Are they obeying your intentions? If not, decide how they can serve you better. You utter the words and choose the tone. Are you paying attention to that process? Do you monitor your thoughts? Or, I love this, or do they run ahead of you? Do you monitor your thoughts, or do they run ahead of you? You can improve your relationship with words by selecting them consciously and creatively. So I love the way he's making me think about how I'm choosing my words in the world, about my tone, about how I communicate to others, and even communicating to myself. Thinking about where my thoughts are going. So how many of you have ever done that? You've run ahead, your thoughts have run ahead before they even get out of your mouth, and you haven't really had a chance to really think about what you're saying, and if you really, really mean exactly what you're saying, and thinking about the tone in which you're saying something. I know that I've been guilty of this many times where my thoughts, I haven't really thought something out carefully, and I've just blurted things out that, number one, the tone of it was not very honoring for myself or the other person, or even the intention behind the words. And I've misused my words in a way or I've misused the way I've said something, or didn't mean the way I've said something. How many of you have done that? And so what he's talking about here is using your words and using the way you say your words, your intention behind your words, more carefully, in giving these things more thought before they come out of your mouth. Yeah, Tanya sharing that. I'm totally guilty of saying something and wishing I could take it back, usually my tone. I know, I've done that. I've absolutely done that. So I love that he's making us a little bit more conscious about how our words can be so impactful. Okay, now here's another part of the book that I have to read, because I saw myself all over this, and more in the past than now, because I've become a lot more conscious of this piece of myself. So, okay, I have to read the entire process of this. So it's a couple of pages. Okay, with someone beside you, your reactions would be bigger. You'd actually scream, point, and describe what's coming. You probably check the other person for a response. So he's talking about being a drama queen. All right. He's talking about being overly dramatic in situations. All right. So it's no mystery that people feed off each other's emotions. We take cues from each other. We were trained to deliver a performance, and too often we feel obligated to do so. Why? Well, drama paid off in our infancy, didn't it? When we couldn't ask for something, we screamed. Screaming got someone's attention at the very least. When we were finally able to use words, we screamed anyway. A tantrum got us a quick response. Screaming and kicking got immediate results. We discovered a way to control other people, bigger people, and the lesson stuck. Childhood tantrums grow into teenage tantrums. Eventually, they evolve into destructive behaviors in adults. It's weird to see grown-ups kick and scream to get attention, isn't it? Kicking and screaming are metaphors, of course, for all kinds of theatrical behavior. The action of a toddler doesn't improve adult relationships. We all know this by now. When every action gets a reaction, followed by the need to react to that reaction, the insanity escalates. So let me say this again. When every action gets a reaction, followed by the need to react to that reaction, the insanity escalates. Maybe you too act like a crazy person under pressure. Maybe you're the drama queen throwing tantrums to get attention. No? Okay. I'm not talking about you specifically, but some people continue to play these roles. It doesn't matter that they get a negative response, only that they get a response. Most people evolve and mature. They learn from experience and adapt. They dare to be honest. Sometimes they grow wise. All right, one more paragraph I want to read here. I'm asking you now, are you as honest with yourself as you know how to be? Or does it satisfy you just to give a realistic performance? So let me say that again. Let me go back. Are you as honest with yourself as you know how to be? Or does it satisfy you just to give a realistic performance? All roads lead to truth, if you want to find it. It may require a winding, confusing journey, but what else are you here to do? Don't waste time waiting for better roles, better plays, or a more congenial troupe of players. Listen to yourself now. Learn from your lies. Change course and let honesty slip into your conversations and encourage a taste for it. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Because first of all, so much of this is applicable for me. And I can honestly say in the past, they were bigger than where I am now, but I'm certainly more conscious of when my reaction is bigger than a situation, or when I'm feeding off of somebody else's emotion, or when I'm bringing emotions into a situation where I need to bring more centeredness, calmness, take a beat, take a step back. And the stories that I tell myself of why I need to react. So how many of you have ever done that? Overreacted or caught yourself or gotten caught up in the moment or not been as real with yourself in that moment as you wished you could have been. And so this is what he's talking about and teaching throughout this entire book. And hello, Rachel, good to see you. And Marielle, good to see you. So this is the book again. It's How to Live an Authentic Life by Don Miguel Ruiz. This is the book of the month for the CYL Soul Fest. And I am just loving it. You know, as many books as I've read about living an authentic life, Don Miguel is so concise in this book. It's a very easy read. It's such a brilliantly written book because he equates the acting profession to all of us and how we can begin to lead a more authentic, real life, speaking our truth in an honest, kind, compassionate way. So highly recommend it. At the end of the month, Miguel will be with us here in person, and you can ask him questions and participate in the conversation just by making little posts here. All right. Yay. So the other things I wanted to announce is some of you might remember at the beginning of January and February of this year, we released our first ever online summit, and it's called the Online Soul Fest. And it is compiled of 55 video lessons with 55 world-renowned spiritual teachers. And here's what's so interesting. Before that, we even knew that a pandemic was happening, we called, this is so wild, we called the summit the practice of resilience and self-reliance. Now, we had no idea that a pandemic was going on. So all of the conversations, all of the video lessons are geared towards resilience and self-reliance. So what we're doing now for this holiday season is that we have discounted it. So 55 video lessons, 55 teachers, 55% off. It is at a rock bottom price until December 26th. It's on sale just for a limited time only. The price is normally $197. It's now only $88. And it was originally on sale for 8 crazy nights, the 8 crazy nights of Hanukkah, but I decided to extend it through Christmas. So if you want to, I think Tanya and Janice are posting the link to it directly. It's a phenomenal package, absolutely an amazing package of video lesson teachings. It's a great present to gift to someone if you've already purchased it. And with it, not only do you get the 55 video lessons, what I love is that many of the speakers also offered bonus workshops along with the 55 video lessons. So for instance, we have released an entire audio workshop package from the late and great Wayne Dyer. We've also released another audio workshop package from the late and great Debbie Ford, which you all know. She was a regular speaker, as was Wayne, at our Celebrate Your Life events. And so there's an audio package with Debbie Ford, all about shadow work. There's an amazing package with Wayne Dyer. And one of my all-time favorite teachers, Pat Rodegast, who channels Emmanuel. And if you have never heard the Emmanuel teachings, they are just breathtaking. I came across Pat's work thanks to my mom when I was about 23, 24 years old. And they are some of the most profound teachings out there today. Pat has since transitioned into spirit. She and my mom were dear friends. She was a regular speaker at our CYL events. And we put together an audio package as an extra bonus when you purchase it. So there's over 20 bonuses that you get, plus the online Soulfest package. So I highly encourage you, if you have not purchased it, it's one of these products that I think is one of the best products that we've ever put together. It comes to, like, if you're not even counting the bonuses, it comes to $1.60 a video lesson. And within the video lessons, we also feature some up and coming speakers that Sunny and I taught a really great speakers program. And out of that speakers program, we took 15 of those people and we put them into this Soul Fest. So there's all these fabulous, up and coming speakers. Oh, Rachel, you're so sweet. You're like, buy it. It's life changing. It really is. And we have this workbook that goes along with it. It's just this amazing product that we put together, and we're selling it now for 55% off. And who could have known? Because I certainly don't consider myself a psychic, but I don't know how we knew to have all the video lessons teach all about resilience and self-reliance. So Dr. Bruce Lipton, Greg Braden, Neil Donald Walsh, Lisa Nichols, Lisa Williams, Colette Barron-Reed, Denise Lynn, Martha Beck, Sonia Choquette. Oh, there's Sunny Dawn Johnston. I mean, the teachers just go on and on. It's Dr. Sue Morter. It is the who's who of the spiritual teachings. And here's the other piece. I want you to know right now how much I am so grateful and so appreciate you supporting small businesses such as myself. So if you have a choice to make, if you've got a choice to make to spending your dollars on, big box companies, or a small business such as myself, we really, really appreciate your support right now. I'll be completely transparent. Things have not been easy, and we are working through it. We are really working through it, because I believe that we've been around for 25 years and we're going to keep going and going and going and going. So we greatly, greatly appreciate your support. So if you have a choice of spending with a big company or with a small business, we ask that you consider us. We ask that you consider some of the products that we have for sale. And we absolutely consider that you look at our online Soulfest. It is one of the best products that we have ever put together. It's got magnificent teachings in it. And I know that you will absolutely love every moment, plus all of those amazing bonuses that we've put together. It's a screaming deal. It truly is a screaming deal. So check that out. Also want to share with you, you must have meant 2021 and beyond will be filled with plenty. Yes. Also want to share with you this Friday. So this Friday, please mark this down on your calendars. We are doing and I'm doing a lot of free content. A lot of you know that. We're doing a lot of free content, and we've got some things that you can purchase. So again, we really appreciate your business and really taking a serious look at the Soul Fest, because it is a fantastic product. It's a fabulous, amazing product, and it's on sale for the first time ever at $88, and it's a screaming deal. Okay, so what I was going to tell you about this Friday, which I'm super excited about, this Friday, at 11:30 Mountain Time, which is Arizona time, 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. That would be 1:30 Eastern time. I'm going to be on Facebook Live with Tony Stockwell. If you don't know who Tony Stockwell is, he is the UK's #1 spiritual medium. I have worked with Tony many years ago in person. He is phenomenal. He is one of the most accurate spiritual mediums I have ever worked with. And he is delightful. He is delicious to listen to with that British accent. And so we're going to be doing a Facebook Live together. I'm going to be doing an interview with him, and then we are going to do some audience readings. If you want to be considered for an audience reading, make sure that you show up, all right? Make certain that you show up and you are camera ready, because we are going to actually send people a link. We're going to bring you on live with me on StreamYard with Tony, and he is going to do readings right over StreamYard or Facebook Live. When I say StreamYard, that's the software that we use to go live on several different platforms at once. So make sure, number one, that you're camera ready, that if, and I'm not saying we're going to do everybody, but just to be considered, this is what I need for you to make certain of, that you're camera ready, you're ready to go on the air, that if we send you a link, you're ready to click on it and you're ready to come into the feed with us. So we are going to do that this Friday at 1:30 Eastern Time, 11:30 Arizona and Mountain Time, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Time. And so I'll be on all the platforms you're seeing me right now. I will be live on those platforms. So at all of the Facebook pages that we're live on right now. Okay? All right. So that was it for the announcements. Any questions? I feel like I've just talked today. Rachel, I know, Rachel. I know. So make sure that you put this on your calendar. We have actually an event created. I think it's on our Celebrate Your Life page. The event is created, so make sure that you can click on that event. And I think Tanya and Janice are posting the link right now. And just click on there that you're going, so you'll get a notification as a reminder. All right, but you definitely want to put this into your calendar so it reminds you to come in and find the live video feed, because he is truly amazing. I want all of you to see him and let me know your thoughts about it. Give us feedback on it. And we're experimenting with the way that he can do readings. So, all right, Rachel. I'm going to keep that in mind. All right, everybody. That's it. Thank you so much for joining us. And one more time, check out our Celebrate Your Life online Soul Fest, the practice of resilience and self-reliance. It is on sale right now for 55% off, 55 video lessons, 55 of the world's greatest spiritual teachers are involved in that, including Michael Beckwith, Lisa Nichols, Greg Braden, Dr. Bruce Lipton, Sonia Choquette, Sunny Dawn Johnston. It's just packed. Marcy Shimoff, Martha Beck. So it is just packed with great teachers. And you can scroll up and get the link to that. It's on sale right now. So make sure and check that out. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I shall see you very soon. Okay? Mwah! Happy Hanukkah, Bill. Thank you.